It was the fall season on the island of Sodor. It was the evening, and other engines are doing passenger, mail, and even freight trains. Rosie was sitting by a platform. She was humming to herself, and then Sir Topham Hatt came over. "Rosie, I'm having you take a goods train tonight. You are to bring it to Brendam Docks so Henry can take it as part of the flying kipper."
I'd be happy to do it, sir.
And soon nighttime came and Rosie started taking the goods train. It consisted of 2 flatbeds, 4 wagons, and 2 box vans. As Rosie was making her way to Brendam Docks, she came across a set of points. One of them looks to be an old rusty track.
Driver, where do you think that line leads to?
I don't know. Perhaps we can go check it out. The fireman got out of her cab to switch the points, and they proceeded on their little side quest. As they traveled down the rusty line, a sight of what looked to be a crane had came into view, and through the fog, Rosie found what the line had led to. It looked to be an abandoned dockyard. It looked like no boats had came by it in some time, and some of the machinery and buildings looked like their paint had been stripped. There also looked to be loads of scrap lying near the dockyard's canal, as well as being under one of the rolling stock sheds.
This place looks like no one's been here in a long time, and there's no one around. This is totally different from Brendam Docks.
Rosie proceeded forward to look at more of the dockyard. She stopped near another shed that looked like it's missing 2 of its supports. It was also rusty. There was only one engine shed that looks to be in ruins, as it's missing some of its roof and some of its bricks. The rest of the track led to a forest. We should tell Sir Topham Hatt about this place. Maybe it could be another place for more cargo to come to the island. Anyways, we gotta bring our train to Brendam Docks. Rosie reversed back to where they came from. The next day came, and Rosie's crew told Sir Topham Hatt about the abandoned dockyard. "I'm glad you found a new place for our engines to work at and for more cargo to be shipped to the island. We will set to work on the dockyard tomorrow." Later in the evening, Rosie returned to the dockyard with Thomas, and they brought a train of trucks for when they go to restore the establishment. Nightfall had came again, and Rosie was ordered to stand guard the dockyard, and Thomas was to go bring more freight cars to prepare the restoration. "I'll be back. I just got to bring more loads for the project." Then Thomas left. Rosie was now alone at the dockyard, and she stood by the engine shed. It was foggy and quiet. She had started waiting for Thomas to get back.
Thomas, I hope you can come back with the loads, 'cause usually waiting around for someone can get boring at times.
Suddenly, Rosie heard a sizzling sound. She was shocked.
It seems I'm not alone. Someone else is here.
The sizzling was heard again, and Rosie began to feel uneasy.
There's a ghost here. Oh, Thomas, please come back.
Rosie was rattling in fear. In no time, Thomas came back.
Thomas. Thank goodness you're here. It seems the dockyard is haunted.
What are you talking about? But before Rosie can respond, Thomas noticed a shape of an engine further ahead. Thomas readied a flatbed and a wagon, and he charged at full speed. Thomas crashed them into the engine. Thomas's eyes widened as in front of him was a red tank engine. He was mad at him. "Hey you damaged my buffers." Thomas then spoke up. "It seemed you were scaring my friend, and why are you doing that?" "I am standing guard this abandoned dockyard as no one should be here. This dockyard was previously used for war supplement, and a lot of the buildings and machines here got damaged in the process. We're here to fix the place, not damage it more. We were sent here by our controller, Sir Topham Hatt. Now, who are you?" "My name is Ezra, and I have a long history of being at this very dockyard, as it's something dear to me. I'm sorry I damaged your buffers. Can you forgive me?" "Sure, I forgive you." The next morning came, and Ezra had his buffers repaired. "Alright, let's get this dockyard back to its former glory so people can come by here again with deliveries.
Also so engines can come work here."
Soon, Percy, Oliver, and Harvey came to help restore the dockyard, and Donald and Douglas brought Rocky along. Everyone started to do their share of fixing up the buildings, things, and sheds. The dockyard was fully restored, and cargo ships started coming again. Rosie would come visit the dockyard on occasions, and would have chances to see Ezra, and she would even get put on cargo duties there. She is thankful that she found a place that hadn't been used in a long time, and hoping to get it back to its former glory. She is glad to still be a very good and hard-working asset for Sir Topham Hatt's railway, as well as the entirety of the island of Sodor.